back out to Chase. He is there at Desert Sky Mall, checking on this roof collapse that authorities are responding to there. We heard it's in a dental office area. Chase, what's the latest?
Yes, I actually spoke with the office manager for that dental office who detailed everything that kind of happened. She said that inside here, if we scoot forward here, Alexis, they said they were inside the office. They had about 20 patients there. They had about 20 workers. They said that's when they noticed the hail coming down here heavy. Then that's when they noticed some pieces of the roof starting to go down. It was at that moment where the worker told me they evacuated everyone inside. Again, you had 20 patients and 20 workers inside, so 40 people total. She said that they all ran outside the building, and they said within a couple minutes of them getting out, that's when the collapse happened. To her knowledge, she said everyone was able to get out safely. Right now, we have Captain Todd Keller with the Phoenix Fire Department here to try to give us an update. So we did hear from a worker that was inside the dental office saying that's where the partial roof collapse was. She said that she was able to get all of her patients and workers out safely. Can you give us any other update about this whole situation right here, Captain Keller?
Like you said, the business was open at the time. It was around 5:30 p.m. The actual roof did not collapse, but the drop ceiling did collapse, and it did sever a water line. There is extensive water damage to that business and throughout the mall. I just got word from what we have call our Card 99 that we are going to be shutting down the entire mall for the rest of the night.
Really?
Yeah, due to safety reasons, its fire suppression system has been disabled. At that point, we can't allow anybody back in the mall.
When we're talking about leaks throughout, is it throughout the mall? Is it a certain section where that flooding was happening or anything?
So the flooding's right in that dental office. It's right on the right side when you walk in. That line was severed, that water line. So the water is coming from that, and it is spilling out to those other businesses throughout the mall.
Gotcha. Any idea how many people were in the mall when this happened?
Don't have it, but the most important thing is that none of those employees were injured, and actually the roof drop ceiling was it's a pretty big section that did come down, so very fortunate.
And I was going to just say, can we determine how severe the weather was? I know they were saying you can see hail here. Of course, we're still seeing some rain. Was it a combination of both? Was it hail coming down, or is that still to be determined of what led to that?
Yeah, it's going to be determined. Obviously, you do see the hail on the ground, so when our investigators get here, they will determine that. But like I said, most important thing is no one was injured.
Captain Keller, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. So as we just heard, no injuries. All of this did take place inside the dental office where I was mentioning before we just spoke with Captain Keller is that there was 40 people inside, patients and employees. It was open. And once they started to see that partial collapse happen, they evacuated everyone immediately. And the worker I spoke with, the office manager, said it was a minute or 2 minutes before everything came down. She said it was an incredibly scary situation. But she's thankful that no one was injured in this. But as we just heard, the mall will be closed for the rest of the night because of that significant flooding that's happening right now. And we were able to see some of the flooding and just leaks coming down from the storm that rolled through here. So We'll go ahead and send it back to you.
All right. Thank God no one was hurt. This could have been much, much worse. It's an inconvenience probably for a lot of folks, but thank God no one was hurt. All right.